facing stuff that kept the lights on at certain periods of time. I know DMX is supremely talented. Used to kill a stage, sold a ton of records. I know Jay did a ton of stuff up there. I know that, you know, so many of them. I can name a zillion artists up there who did unbelievable shit up there. I'm very clear about that. But
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. So LL Cool J caused a bit of a star a couple of weeks ago during an appearance on Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay. The NFL Hall of Famer asked the Queen's rapper turned actor who he would pick to be on Def Jam's Mount Rushmore. Naturally, LL put himself on there, given that his debut single I Need a Beat and debut album Radio were the first official releases on the label. He also picked Public Enemy and Beastie Boys and had Slick Rick round things out. Shannon Sharpe pushed back about leaving Jay-Z off, but LL had to remind him that Jay-Z was on the label like 1,000 years later. His picks caused a bit of controversy online because some felt Jay-Z and DMX should have been on the list. However, the rap legend based his picks on the acts that helped build Def Jam from the ground up.
Facing stuff that kept the lights on at certain periods of time. I know DMX is supremely talented. Used to kill a stage, sold a ton of records. I know Jay did a ton of stuff up there. I know that, you know, so many of them. I can name a zillion artists up there who did unbelievable shit up there. I'm very clear about that. But I also know that when I walked into Rick Rubin's dormitory, it was a fucking idea, bro. Like, you trying to talk to me about guys that are popular. I watched this shit when it was a fucking idea on a post-it.
On yellow paper.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about the shit when it was on a post-it, bro. So it's two different conversations. The world is talking about who was the most popular. That's all they care about. Who was the most popular? Who was the richest? Who sold the most records? Who was exciting? I get that, and I respect it. I love it. But that's not what built the company. That's what expanded the company at a different point. That's like saying, look at our Mount Rushmore. In the fucking country, who's on there?
Yeah, he good. Great point.
Who's on there? They talk about Mount Rushmore, but then they want me to put, you know, Bush on there. They want me to put Obama, but look at our Mount Rushmore. Who's on there? The bones of the country, not who came later. And so people ask this question, and then when you answer the question accurately, they want to say, oh, no, well, you know, Obama was considerably more impressive than this one. And of course I love Obama. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, you know, you see what I'm saying?
I get it. For sure.
But the country, the Def Jam, the label was built by a key group of people.
Facts.
Like, this is the Mount Rushmore. You didn't ask me who were the most commercially successful artists on the label. That wasn't the question. Because that's an obvious answer.
I'm not trying to be messy.
Go ahead.
But to understand what he's saying is to understand why Kendrick don't give a fuck about none of that Drake shit. It's the exact same thing. Who disagrees?
I don't understand.
I'm trying to get the correlation. What you're saying.
Doesn't care about what?
Black people?
The Drake shit.
Drake?
Yeah, like culturally, Kendrick's culture point.
Got it.
To LL's, we are the bones. This was an idea of post-it.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
I don't give a fuck about your popularity and everything that comes after that. I'm of
that
this.
Yeah.
Well, I respect the popularity. Listen, no one can respect popularity more than me, bro. You know, and I say this, I had 10 platinum albums in a row. I'm in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, bro. Like, you can't get more popular than that. I got Grammys, 11 nominations. Like, I understand popularity in and out. I got TV shows in 200 countries in the world. It's a $5 billion franchise.
Pick it up.
I understand popularity. It's not that. The question was, what is the Mount Rushmore of Def Jam? That is about the architects and the bones of the label. These other guys, and by the way, I actually respect these artists that came after on Def Jam. I'm not that guy. Listen, I introduced DMX to the world. You think I don't love DMX? I put him on my song to introduce him to the fucking world.
That's true.
I put the guy on. You know what I'm saying? I have to say that a lot of the tension sometimes that comes between artists and label, don't get me wrong, labels can be some people, and it's not labels, it's individual executives. we're separated. Some individual executives can be abusive towards artists and be,
Real predatory.
Predatory. That's a great word. Thank you for that. Be predatory. But that's not everybody. And you have to know what you signing, and you have to know what you're agreeing to. And then you got to put the work in. And then it's that simple, man. Like, listen, nobody's going to do everything that you want them to do all the goddamn time. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It does not mean that you can't have a career. But the flip side of that is you can't be like a fucking 8-year-old trying to get their turtleneck off and it's fucking it's crying and shit. Can't get the turtleneck off. You can't get frustrated off your game by tension, because see, that's part of having a career. Part of having a long-term career is being able to manage your moods. One spark can set a prairie on fire. You got to be able to manage your moods when it comes to the bureaucratic side of the game. You got to manage your moods, B. If you're going to be uptight and upset about everything that happens.
Now, you are 1,000% correct. I believe in holding yourself accountable and all of that. Music might be your love. The movies and that TV pay them bills, though. So do you think?
No. See, that's actually not true. It's true to a certain extent. In other words, listen, I own my catalog, bro. I make plenty of money off music.
Nice.
Definitely enough to live well.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I make a lot of money with the TV stuff too.
That syndication is nice money.
That is true.
Exactly.
But the thing is, it's the combination of it all that makes life much better. The reason I'm saying that is because even if I never did TV, I would have been fine.
No, but I was about to say, if you never did TV,
right?
Do you think you would be as open-minded to the adversity that you suffered in the music business?
Probably not.
That was
probably not.
That's honest.
And probably not. Probably not because I might have felt like I needed it more.
Got you.
But let me explain. But here's the flip side of that. When I was thinking about doing TV, somebody asked me something. Went to have a meeting one time with a guy. I'm like, yo, I want to start on a new album. Yeah. I don't get an advance, X amount of dollars. I looked at him, I said, oh shit, he went butt cheek to butt cheek like an 8-year-old. I said, well, nigga, you
like an 8-year-old, what?
8-year-old trying to learn the piano, you know, they got to lean and shit to play the shit. So it's like, yo, I said, I looked at him, I saw that body shift, I said, okay. Next time I spoke to him, I was on a TV set. The bottom line is this, it's on you to make the moves.
That's true.
You got to know when it's like, oh, okay, that's how we playing? I'll be right back.
Go get it over here.
I'll be right back. Mm-hmm. And then we can have a conversation. Because you know how the game go. They need you when you don't need them, B. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want you when you need them, man.